Everybody, welcome to a life-changing decisions and life-changing video for you if you're planning to make stock market trading as a full-time career. I'm sure that this video will giving you thousands and tons of information to you, which will be really helpful to understand who you are and whether a trading career is suitable to you. Okay, I'm going to tell six very important points to you. I read a lot of books, a lot of blogs, a lot of videos I've seen, and I'm going to give you only the points to you. Only the points to you, a life-changing video for you. Don't miss it. Don't miss it if you're planning to convert a full-time to trading career, or if you're a full-time trader too, please watch this video completely. Okay, let us move to the first point number one. Stock market trading, many people do trading, right? They spend huge amount of time looking into the in front of the terminal, sometimes many times into many social media accounts, Telegram, WhatsApp groups, or lots of social media things. People will be continuously waiting and watching. They may end up in profit, or they may end up in loss. And the days goes on. If you see month end, I am not sure how many persons are looking back what I really achieved in that month. How much time I spent for the trading career, or how much time I spent for drawing charts or breaking, understanding various support, resistance, MACD, RSI, breakdown, breakup, how much time they are spending for that, how much reward they got it, how much profit they got it because of that, right? So stock market trading is not about the profit and losses. First of all, you have to understand how to manage your risk very well, how to manage your money, how to manage your risk. That's a point number one, very important one. Sorry. If you are trying to protect your capital 1 month, or after 2 months, or after 3 months, you can consider you are a successful trader initially. Initially, you are a successful trader, because many people who started their career after 3 months or 4 months or 6 months, they blow up their entire capital. But if you can manage, that is why I give you first importance, manage your risk very carefully. I am going to give you a series of videos about risk management and money management, how we can take very less risk and how we can take more rewards. Or in other words, in very simply, I can say actually I'm going to give you more videos like a very small stop loss and a big rewards. How to get it. In that case, see, trading nobody can predict. I can tell you a guarantee, nobody can predict the trading. Many retail traders, or if you are doing trading also, you can see many times we see some kind of indicators, technical indicators we are understanding. For example, a bullish candle or a bearish candle you are seeing, or MACD, RSI, various breakdowns or various breakouts or various patterns. And people nowadays, they give different names to different things, and they will give you all black and colors channels and black and colors charts. They will give you confused to you. They will say this is what. Sometimes I see I got confused also what the people are doing with this technical analysis. Technical analysis, please understand first thing, it doesn't guarantee anything to anybody. It is all about a probability. Probability of winning a trade, you are a little bit higher edge. That's it. Okay, whatever technical analysis you do, actually it doesn't guarantee a 100%, even a 80% success also. Nobody give the guarantee. Okay, so don't chase behind the technical analysis. Technical analysis will follow you if you manage your risk very carefully. Okay, so point number one, the powerful point which I want to tell you is that manage your risk very powerful, and very importantly, your money need to be managed very careful. Okay, never ever follow any kind of social media accounts, telegrams or WhatsApp groups or social media accounts. They will say buy right now, it is going to be like a rocket, or it is not going to be another space station to reach, only right now you buy it, they will say. Simply stay away. Simply you have to do, stay away from those. Somebody will say hero or zero. Somebody will say it is like a multi-millionaire jackpot. Tomorrow itself you can beat Ambani, and Ambani will come to you and sell your entire Jio platforms to you. That is what people will tell. Okay, never ever enter into those kind of scripts, because its money is all about you. If you are not taking care of your money, the money is gone for you. For them, whomever is giving like a hero or zero or They'll say, right, definitely you will enter, you will go into a sky, they will say, they will say. So never. Money management, risk management should be very powerful. What I want to tell very seriously is that you should take care this trading as a career very professional way. I repeat, you have to take care this trading as a career if you're planning to do, or if you're a trader, you have to take care this career as a very seriously. So whatever the professional way of doing the things, for example, if you're entering into a trade, how long I'm planning to enter in this particular trade, or how much risk is there, how much reward is there, what are the global economies are happening, or what is going to happen near terms, what are the news are going to come, or a lot of things are there which you have to consider before we entering into a trade. Okay, when you enter a trade, there is no guarantee that it will be 100% success. But still, what I want to say is that your chances of hitting the stop loss is very small actually. When you hit also, you don't have much pain in that. Okay, I'm going to give you a series of risk reward and money management techniques, a powerful, innovative techniques. Okay, so that you can learn that also in the upcoming sessions. That's the first number one. So point number one, which I want to tell you is that risk management, money management is a very number one thing. Okay, now my point number two. What I want to tell you is that you should maintain two trading accounts. I repeat, you should maintain two trading accounts. One trading account is for your monthly expense. Okay, you have kids will be there for their educations, your monthly expenses, or you need to take care of your parents, or if you are doing yourself, you need to do monthly expense, some kind of amount is required. So for that, you have to keep one separate one trading account. And point number second, the trading account is that is for your investment purpose. It is for your future and future requirements. For example, your retirements, or for a future kids expense, or future lot of things are going to happen, right? You need to save some money. So you have to keep that one. So trading account, whatever amount you're getting, you can spend it. You know actually how much amount your monthly expense is required. For that you can do it. For the trading expense or for the investment purposes, this for trading number two, you should generate or you should create wealth. You should be in a process to create wealth. In stock market, there are lots of ways are there. Monthly, I repeat, monthly you can get easily 10% returns. Okay, if you're into full-time into trading career, or if you're full-time into trading system, I repeatedly say actually monthly 10% returns you can get it. Again, with a small money management or risk management principle, you can make it. So with that account, so you should maintain two accounts, as I told you. One is like a full-time into like a monthly expense, another is for the investment. So if you say 10% or average, if you get 80%, I'm pretty much sure actually I'm seeing a lot of scripts or a lot of angles. I'm seeing 8 to 10% you can generate it. But still, stock market doesn't guarantee anything to anybody. I repeat, stock market doesn't guarantee anything to anybody. That is a high risk environment. So the second, the investment purpose, which I told you should not do with stock options or futures and all. I personally recommend you should not do that. That is purely for the investment. Okay. So that investment you have to see actually when the right opportunity come into entering to buy some kind of a quality stocks, that you have to measure it well in advance. Okay. So keep that stocks with you. Whenever the amount comes, you should do it. And in both the trading accounts, I told you two trading accounts, you should not put more than 5 lakh rupees. Total I am saying. Trading account, if you have more than 3 lakh rupees, more than sufficient. For the investment, 2 lakh is more than sufficient. If you're generating 10% or 20%, at least 10% if you're generating per month, easily that year end, it will become close to double. I don't want to double the returns. At least if you get 50% returns per annum, at least 50% returns. That means like a per annum basis, like you are getting like a 5%. Less than 5% monthly if you are generating. Monthly 5% or less than that if you are generating, by year end like a 60% returns you are going to get it. Slowly you accumulate your wealth. Depends upon your age also. But what I want to say is that my point number two, there are two main things are there. You should now put more than 5 lakh rupee total in both accounts. Okay, just put 3 lakh rupee trading, that is more than sufficient, and 2 lakh rupee for the investment purpose. And you have to meet the goal. I tell you very simple goals like 8, 6% or 7% returns. easily you can get it like investment purposes. You have to, don't compound or don't kind of do any kind of multiplications. Okay, just to follow this. It is like a religiously you have to follow this. I repeat, you have to religiously follow this. Okay, if you religiously follow this, actually 1 month complete you are getting it. Okay, monthly expense you are getting it. And second thing, investment purpose is slowly increasing the particular thing. Okay, point number 2. Point number 3. So very important point number 3. If you are planning to convert into full-time career, at least in your bank account, one if you are employed or currently if you are employing, 1.5 years or 2 years of salary should be there in your account. I repeat, 1.5 years or 2 years of salary should be there in your account, and it should not be there in your name, that amount. It have to keep it in your parents account name, or it have to keep it in your wife name, or whomever serious is there, keep it in their account, or they should maintain that account, not you. Okay, you should, I am repeating, telling, you should be like 1.5 years or 2 years amount should be there in a bank account, and that bank account, then money should be there in your wife account or in your parents account, or whomever the elder is there in your home. They have to consider. You should not access that. Keep it that as a backup money for you. So with this money you have to generate. Okay, and in this amount also you have to continuously generate this amount, whatever I told you, like monthly whatever expense you have. For example, if you're generating like 30,000 rupees or 40,000 rupees per month, you can generate. With the trading you can do it. Okay, if you're generating it, you have to show to your parents, or you have to show to your wife continuously for 4 months or 5 months. Continuously you have to show before quitting the job. I repeat, before quitting the job, you have to do extra work. Other than your office work or whatever work you are doing, actually, you should find some time for the training. Okay, in that trading, you should generate some monthly amount, and you should show some kind of a skill saying that you are ready for that particular thing. You have to get a confidence in that. Okay, you got the point number 3. And point number 4. If you go for working in an office, you have a manager, you have a supervisor, or you have a technical lead or team lead, or somebody will be there above you as per the hierarchy. They will take care of your things, right? They will tell, do like that, do that way, that's the right approach. Based on because they are the seniors or they are the experienced people, they will guide you. In the stock market career, you are the business owner, and you are the CEO of the company, of your company, and you are alone. There's nobody is there around you. Okay, so daily you have to take lots and lots of discussions or decisions. You have to take it. Okay, lots and lots of decisions you have to take it, because every trading or whatever trade you are going to enter into a trading account, that is a decision. You have to do buy, sell, what are the activities are there. Okay, so you should take some decision making capability. That power should be there with you. If you think actually, no, I cannot take decisions, or what to do, you tell like that, I tell like that, in the Telegram channel I saw, in the CNBC channel or some other channel I told like that, or some other news channel I told it. So I'm not saying actually whatever they are saying wrong. I'm not saying they are saying wrong, or whatever social media account they are saying wrong. I'm not saying. What I'm saying is that you should have your own perspective. Okay, you should have your own perspective. You should analyze yourself. You should be in a position to understand, okay, because of this I'm entering, and because of the stop loss. Because your perspective and other person's perspective are totally different. He's thinking in a different way, you are thinking in a different way. So you should be in a position to understand, okay, this is the reason why I'm entering into that. If you look into thousands of social media accounts, or if you look thousands of like other media channels and all, 1,000% have 1,000 perspective. You will get confused. Sometimes you may get biased. Sometimes, okay, maybe he will say right, maybe I am wrong. Never ever underestimate yourself, first of all, because you are the business owner and you are the CEO of the company. If you're CEO of a company, if you're doubting yourself, then I think you cannot. Okay, so that is I'm telling you, actually you should practice like a 4 months or 5 months. You should have to practice. Quit all the social media accounts for the time being. Quit all the social media accounts. Focus only 5 or 10 NSE 50 stocks. I repeat, you have to only watch NSE 50 stocks, NSE 50, 10 stocks, you analyze it completely. Okay, you should analyze what is the raw materials, what is their fundamentals, or what is their quarterly earnings. Nowadays, what happens is that all of the quarterly earning results, the commentary will be like a film show nowadays. Okay, so don't believe in those commentary show of the quarterly earnings. You should understand what is their records saying. You have to go and check into their records from where they are getting profit for the company. I'll tell you a very simple example. Many times they get borrowings from the bank or some other financial institutions and they run the business. And they will say, actually, this month or this quarter we got this much profit. But if you go into the prop books or the financial record books, you may see actually there is a two terminologies of the profit or after tax, the profit before tax. There are a lot of terminologies are there in the financial records. You can clearly say actually after the borrowings actually they have to give this much amount as an interest to them. So finally, actually, what is that profit? You may get to know. So a lot of analysis you have to do by your own. Don't rely on the commentary box. Don't rely on some kind of social media accounts. Nothing. As a business owner, you should understand what is their business, what is their raw material, what are the activities they are doing, how much revenue they are getting it. Lots of information you have to ask yourself, and you have to get into that kind of a motion. Okay, I repeat actually. For example, recently we know there is a one news about crude oil price is going to be zero or negative zero, right? Those are the times actually. This point which I want to tell is that before entering into any day trading, intraday trading, or any other trading, you have to carefully select 5 bullish and 5 bearish stocks one day at once, and clearly fully analyze like what is the monthly level, how the trend is going, or weekly level how it is going, how the daily trading per day trade trading. Then you take a decision where you have to enter based on your risk and money reward policies. So you have 5 bullish and 5 bearish stocks, so that you keep this information handy with you. Okay, never ever enter into any kind of social media accounts or telegram channels. Somebody will say buy this, buy that, sell this, hero or hero. As I told you earlier, never go into do that type of things. You should not do that. You have to become like a maturity in your professional trading, and you have to deal actually this is your job. Okay, it is not like actually go and sit daily morning into the trading account and look into some kind of a social media accounts and do based on whatever people are saying. You should not do that. I think you got it right. And one more thing is actually before you every day you start the trading, like morning paper, if you're reading or if you're learning some kind of a thing, the morning habit is you try to understand what happened yesterday night in the US or Europe market, or how the Singapore market is opening, how it is behaving, what are the global economy news are happening, what is happening in the Indian economy. You should understand a very good perspective in that. As I told you earlier, you are going to analyze 10 stocks in the NSE 50, right? So you know actually what is their raw materials, what is their fundamentals, what are the news are happening with those companies. You will get catchy on while reading all this newspaper, right? All the media things, you will understand it. Some media news are paid news. Okay, I repeat actually some media news, they will create some kind of a panic, or they will create some kind of a news actually which will be interesting for buying or selling the particular stock. So carefully analysis all the news which is coming in the media very carefully. Okay, or if you are confused with that particular news, stay away from that. Okay, stay away from that. So what I want to say again here is that careful analysis of the particular stocks based on various thinking and various perspective you have to take into account. Okay, so you should be in a position to take your decisions. Don't think actually somebody will tell actually I will follow them. If you are following that type of strategies, or if you're following that type of advisory mode of trading, I think it won't be long last. Okay, so that is not the right for a trading career. Okay, if you are looking for advisory, it is as good as like you are joining into a company and someone need to do a work for you, and you will give some small money to them. Will you able to continue in the long run? No. You know it, everybody know it, right? The same way. Take your time and learn it. Don't think actually tomorrow you have to jump into trading as a career or after 1 month. No. Take your time, take your pace, and you have to understand various thinking. Okay, there are a lot of opportunities will come for you. You can trade it. And if you're trading career while taking actually this bank nifty options is there, it is like a what I can say, you can die on the same time, or you can get a king like in the same time. So we don't want that type of high risk, extreme risk, right? It will be like an unlimited risk or unlimited profit or unlimited loss will be there. That type of things I would personally suggest to avoid those. Somebody will say it is a very easy money making thing, bank nifty, but I personally consider, when with respect to risk and reward, actually I don't enter into this type of a bank nifty weekly calls or weekly options and all. I don't personally encourage people to do that because the risk is too high. As a normal trader or real trade trader, we may get some amount sometime, but are we getting consistent amount like a 6 months or 8 months? Are you get consistent amount in that? Then I think you are a perfect. If you are doing yourself, I'm not saying if you are doing someone else actually. If you can generate that type of calls like 6 months, 8 months continuously, if you are in a profit, you can. Okay, but normally many people actually one day they will be loss, another day profit, another day loss, again will go. But monthly, and if you see actually, sometimes they will be standing where they are, or sometimes they will be very negligible profit. Sometimes they blow up their entire money capital too. So that is a very high risk reward. I personally suggest actually, there are a lot of opportunities we have available with a very less or very limited rewards are there. We are more than sufficient for that. We don't want to become a big Ambani or Birla or Tata by tomorrow morning or day after tomorrow evening, right? We don't want to become like that. So we are in a very long career, so we have to take care of what we are fully comfortable with that. Okay, we are fully comfortable with that, we will do that. And also by trading actually, if possible, try to avoid all the financial related stocks. All the financial related stock, if any news comes or any kind of a small news comes actually, it will blow up your capital or it will blow up your entire money very quickly. So there are a lot of other stocks are there not related to the capital financial stocks. Some other stocks are there which you can consider. That is my personal suggestion. Still, it is based on your decision. Whatever you want, you can take it out. Okay, and with respect to the intraday trading, whatever techniques or whatever the technicals if you are following, don't try to learn new things daily. Okay, daily people are coming with the new techniques, new tips in the social media accounts, and all of you videos are coming. They will say tomorrow is the last day for joining the section, definitely guaranteed a profit. It will come like that. Not only today, tomorrow, it will come after 10 years also. People will come with a new technique. They will say with the sun kind of a symbol, they will say this is current projection, it will go here, go there, and they'll put all colors as I told you earlier. They will draw like this, they will draw like this. You may get confused. Okay, so simple, make it simple. Trading is a stock market career, or if you're drawing technicals, it doesn't need any kind of a high level of qualification. It's not at all required. Sometimes a basic qualification like a 10th standard student can beat and a BTech or MTech or MNC or doctors or lawyers, they can beat it. That is what the stock market records are. Okay, so don't think actually you are not that much qualified, you are not from that college, you didn't study this much. Don't think anything like that, because you are the CEO, you can run the show. Okay, so don't jump in directly. As I told you, don't jump in directly on tomorrow day tomorrow trading. You can do a paper trade for 3 months. You can do a paper trade if you want it. Okay, and focus on one strategy or two or three strategies. For example, bullish market, what strategy you have to do, or bearish market, what strategy you have to do, or sideways market, what are the strategies you have to do. Sometimes you should not do trading also. That type of trading also, they will also come. Okay, so if you're watching the global markets, if you're watching Singapore market, and if you watch day before yesterday what is happening with respect to the markets and all, you will come to know actually whether the market is coming like a sideways, is going to be down, or whether this market is peak, something like that. Okay, and never ever enter into why the market is at the peak. Don't try to enter, and the market is very low. Don't sell during those times, because panic will be very high in these stores. Because when it is a peak actually, entire people will talk positive, a lot of positive news will be the market. You may think actually market will go up but many times I seen actually it will come down. It will come down because they know what is retail traders psychology. A lot of big shots now, So every person will put the money and somebody is carefully watching it, they will take it and they will go. Okay, and also during the peak, very low time, the Nifty or index very low time actually, there will be a lot of panic will be there in the market. People will be selling continuously, bad news will coming as it is the world is going to end on tomorrow. So peak, you when you have a quality stocks during that time, you have to add it. So when you're doing the investment purposes, you have to add very slowly, part by part you have to do. Don't think actually immediately if you have a 2 lakh capital, immediately pump into that stock immediately. No. You have to pump very slowly, like a 20%, 25% slowly, you have to pump it and build the portfolio. So you have to be a very professional. For that, experience is very much needed. That is why I told you actually, if you're planning to do quitting your job for full time into career, take like 4 months or 5 months time before you quit the job or before you're taking a decision, and think actually you are into full-time trader. Actually, I am going to generate my profit and loss, and I am responsible for everything. Okay, so you will learn yourself. Don't try to chase new things that daily people are saying this is the best trick ever you have. If you didn't study this one, actually you are not at all nothing. Okay, so don't think like that. You identify the best one. Okay, you take your time and identify what are the best things are there, best things are there. There are a lot of videos out there in the social media accounts related to that topics. You can watch it and you can come to know which is best results, and you practice it. I'm not saying with your money you have to practice it. You do paper trading, okay, which is giving good results. And don't ever rely somebody saying actually this is giving best results. 99.999% they will do. Okay, in the stock market, one thing actually, whomever knows the best secret, whomever know how to get the money, the secret of the particular thing, they will never share the details. Okay, they will never share. If they are sharing their details in social media accounts or the YouTube or whatever things is there, definitely they can't able to generate that money, right? Somebody is saying actually I am getting like a 40 lakh by day after tomorrow, or tomorrow I made 40 lakh. If they are making 40 lakh, 50 lakh, actually why they have to spend time in their social media accounts, why they have to spend time in their Facebook or Telegram or whatever places they have? Nothing, because they know how to generate it, they can do and they can go along. But still, if they are generating something, actually there will be some interest will be there behind. Actually, lot of interest will be there behind it. So don't chase behind that. And nowadays there are a lot of people are giving trainings, and the trainings are like 25,000, 50,000, 1 lakh rupee, and more are going. Okay, so if you go behind that, that is not a never ending process. Today one person will come, tomorrow another person will come, day after tomorrow another person will come. It will go on like that. Okay, until and unless if the moment you have reducing your capital, reduce less and less actually, then you will realize actually, if I want to make money, then I have to learn myself. Okay, by the time your capital will be wiped out. So understand this, I'm telling actually, because a lot of people has known this, and people are gone through this kind of a life cycle and never ever approached. Okay, there I see a lot of videos. I see somebody make like 60 lakhs, 70 lakh in a month, or two months they make like 80 lakhs and all, because they know they have that much of money and they made a lot of money actually. And now their industry is not only making money, they have a lot of other interests also there. As a small retail trader, actually you cannot able to chase their interest point of view actually, and the way they are putting into money, that much amount they can't able to put it. Nobody will say actually how much amount they invested or how much risk they are taking, or if the money is lost also, for them there is nothing. But for you, if the capital is lost, is lost you. Okay, stock market doesn't guarantee anything to anybody. Okay, my last point which I want to tell you is that actually, with respect to the monthly, as I told you, right, you are going to earn like monthly expense from the stock market for a living. So every week you have to transfer your profit. You have to be in profit. So every week you profit, you have to transfer to your trading account, from the trading account to your bank account continuously. Okay, it is a commitment to yourself. It is a what I can say, you're taking a decision that I will transfer the profits every week into my bank account. Continuously you have to transfer it. Don't think monthly I will do, month end I will do, or twice a week. No, that is your salary. You're a CEO of the company, you're the owner of the company. You spend a lot of time on the trading, right? A lot of people are spending a lot of time in the trading. I don't know actually whether people evaluate the importance of timing or the worth of the timing they spend for the trading. Okay, so every week you transfer your salary to your bank account and someone need to verify it, and you are answerable to many of them in your family because entire people are dependent on you, so you should do that. Okay, so every week you transfer your salary this one, and your investment account actually you should never put more money. Okay, never put more amount in your this investment account or a trading account. I repeat, okay, because a lot of situations will be there. Sometimes your money will be blocked in some kind of a trading account. So in a trading cards or in some kind of a stocks, the money will be blocked. You might be thinking, oh, another opportunity is coming. I need more money. I need more money. Some kind of frustration will come. So never take any other amount. So before you enter into or invest in any script, actually, you have to identify the time frame. Or when you're calculating the returns, you have to calculate the time factor also. For example, suppose somebody is investing 1 lakh rupee into one stock for 1 lakh rupee, they invested it for 5 years and they got like 50% returns. 5 years or 6 years they got it. So what is the returns? You can calculate it, right? 5 years, 6 years, if they got a 50% returns means per annum they got very small. But other person, if you see actually 1 year, if they got it like a 80% returns, if you got it within 1 year, 80% return means, or 1 year 40% returns if you got it, he is very good. So time factor is very very important. Or whatever investment you are doing, time factor is very very important. So don't miss it. If somebody is saying I made this much amount, you ask him how much is the time frame involved in that. Okay, and never ever compare, never ever chase anybody, any Telegram channel, any social media accounts. Never chase it because you are going to build up that particular account. You are going to build up that particular account by yourself. Okay, so if you're comparing with somebody's journey, then I think it is very impossible to track your own things. So you will get that speed later point of view. For the time being, you come with your own pace, your own way, and you build up your own capital and profit for that. Okay, and the last point which I want to tell you is that always analysis, always check your performance by looking into your trade account, trading details, or your profit and loss account. Continuously manage it. Okay, continuously manage and monitor where exactly the trades are going wrong, where exactly the trades are coming positively, what is the trade decisions I have took it as while calculating this one. Every day you have to write a diary. Every day you keep a bookkeeping logs or a diary, something you keep it. What trade decision, what was your thinking on that time, you will take it. Never take any runtime decisions. Okay, run, because a lot of channels are there, a lot of groups, WhatsApp groups, sort of social media accounts are there, a lot of TV channels are there. Don't take any decisions at runtime. Always calculate, take your time, understand what exactly you are taking it. Okay, so carefully take an analysis. Now if you think actually if these 6 principles are applied to you and very well approachable to you, then you can decide you are perfectly into trading as a career. You can take it. Anything is possible in this world, nothing is impossible. First believe that. Okay, it start with the small steps. It start with a small step, and nobody can unreturn you. If you think you can, you only can do it. Okay, never ever trust anybody or never ever believe that somebody will come make money for you. You can make it, and I am sure actually you will do it and have a wonderful career in trading. Thank you, thanks a lot.